We're losing!
Teamwork, guys. More teamwork.
They're burying us alive!
Well, shit.
Jeez Louise.
Honey, don't you want to beat those bastards? In my book, we're gonna be winners.
What's the matter? You got nothing left inside, huh? Cause you're training like a damn bum, you know that?
Screw them.
What are you doing? What are people doing?
Is this early access to?
Hey, let me tell you something, bro.
Get out there now and do the best you can.
All right, welcome. Episode 154 of the Bad Fodder Figures podcast. A crisp Sunday night in New England for me. 18 degrees outside, Matthew. Eric might be here, might not be here. Said he's going to be late. So all you glove box fanatics, patience is a virtue. He might be.
And we are a subsidiary of Glovebox Enterprises.
Yes, that's correct. We are a subsidiary.
Yes.
We are subsidized. We are a subsidiary of Glovebox Gaming.
Yes.
But as the calendar goes, we are here another Sunday night to talk about all things and everything. Said last week on the show, in like a lion, out like a lamb, March. We haven't had any snow, but boy, it's cold out right now, and I know you're going to have a very mild week, but we're not going to have that.
Yes, I am.
We're not going to have that weather and probably till the end of this coming week. But
I'm looking forward to it. It's motorcycle weather. It's warm weather. It's warm the other day. I was thinking about baseball. I'm watching Reds spring training games. I went on the MLB shop, ordered myself a new Reds hoodie and a new Reds t-shirt.
I don't know
Gotta
if
get
you
me a new hat here soon.
I don't know if you follow us on Facebook, but there was footage of a man in a Reds hat and a white truck. Did you see this video I posted up on Facebook?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where he?
I cannot confirm or deny that this is.
Maybe the icing on the cake with that video is after his head goes out the fucking window, the airbag goes off, and that red hat goes flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that video is awesome. That is a truck that looks very similar to mine, by the way. You know, cannot confirm or deny if the guy looks similar to me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a good video. That is a good video. I thought of you instantly. I was like, fuck, there's Matt in his truck. Doing fucking bored with the virus out in the parking lot doing donuts and ran over a fucking...
I mean, that's what had it. The guy either was fucked up and didn't see that big sign and shit and, drove up onto it like he did. And he's...
Yeah.
But I said the best part of the video is when he comes down, he crashes, head goes out, comes back in, and then the airbag goes off.
The hat goes flying out the window.
And the hat just whoop.
Well, I think the best part of the video is with the reaction of the guy going, "Yeah, you got it." Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Oh no.
I've never been hit with the airbag. Have you ever been hit with one?
No, Barb has.
Yeah, you get whiplash from that?
It burned like her face was all hurt and shit, man.
Oh,
yeah.
You get like a rug burn on your face?
Yeah. I think it would make me shit myself. I really do. I'm scared to death of these fucking airbags, man. If they were to go off, because all of a sudden, bam!
So
don't tell me you went shit.
Let me ask you this then. You say you're scared of the airbag. They don't do it anymore, I don't think, but back in the day, you used to get that eye pressure test. How did you handle that?
You still get that.
The puff of
still
smoke?
do that.
Oh, I don't get the puff of smoke anymore.
Yeah, I just did when I went to the eye doctor back in... When did I go back to the eye doctor? Back in November, when I went to the eye doctor? Yeah, he still... I hate that thing. I hate that thing. Because it's funny you brought that up. Because years ago, God, I'm talking when I was like 3rd or 4th grade, I saw a movie where they had that thing, that puffer gun, okay,
Yeah.
and the thing shot fucking needles into the guy's eye.
Oh no.
And ever since then, I was like, fuck this gun. You're going to fucking shoot needles in my goddamn eye or something. But that gun is the goddamn worst. I can't believe all these years of technology and shit, and that's still what they use to test for. I think it's glaucoma or.
Well, that's what I was going to get at. Like, you sure this guy is still on the up and up? Because the last two doctors that I've been to, because I had an eye doctor where I used to live, and then I moved here and I got a new eye doctor. They don't do it. They just use they put the thing on your eye, that little like thing that, just there's something that they put to touch the eye. The guy comes in and holds your eyeball open, your eyelids.
That sounds
open,
worse.
And then he puts something on the eye. But no, I haven't had the puff of smoke in a long time. I keep
I do
puff of smoke,
I get the
puff of air.
Puff of air. Hell, it might be smoke. Fucking blowing goddamn joint juice up your eyeball.
No.
Then he puts this dye in my eye where he dyes it, and he puts this ultraviolet light. He's looking and shit.
Yeah, dilation. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's all yellow shit. Which reminds me, I got to call my this other eye doctor for possible cataract surgery. So.
Oh no.
Yep. Fun times getting
Mike.
old, Matt. Fun times.
Whatever, dude. I'm older than you.
Oh, by like what, 2-3 years?
I don't know.
Yeah,
let me know when you're on.
Let
me know when you're on all this medicine every day.
You'll be on. I don't know if that's old age, more genetics. I think genes.
Yeah, it could be both.
Yeah. Yeah. So waiting on Glove Box. He's coming in with big surprises for us. Big news. No. I was watching a little bit of the UFC last night, Matt. I don't really watch too much.
Yeah.
Of it, but what is your feeling if you were a champion of any, like competing in any sort of, I guess, a skill competition, where you win by disqualification, and you both combatants, you're both going in there to fight. Anything can happen, right? And this is part of the deal. But this was a championship of something was on the line here, and one guy was really taking advantage of the other guy. It was like, I think the guy who ultimately ended up winning was down like 2 rounds, right? But the guy, for whatever reason, got some bad advice from his corner and was beating this guy. And the other guy was like sort of down on his knees, and the other guy was hitting him. And like someone said like, knee or kick or something, and the guy fucking kneed him right in the head. And disqualification, lost the belt there on the spot. Right, so they award it to the other guy, and the guy he's getting his hand raised, and he like unbuckles the belt and drops it on the octagon and walks out. Says he wants no part of the belt. That's not how you win a championship.
That's good honor on his part, I suppose.
Yeah.
I could I could see that where you this isn't a legitimate type of win. Kind of got one on a technicality type of thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd go as far as drop the belt and walk away like that though, because
you drop the belt, you walk away, but then you whisper to the manager, "Go pick that up in 5 minutes." Okay?
Yeah, go pick that up. Yeah, pick it up, bring it to me, bring it to my room so I can hug it.
Yeah, I mean, because you both know that that's part of the deal going in, right? That could happen. So it's not like one guy had an advantage over the other guy. I mean, it was just the way it was going to be. If someone does something stupid, that's a DQ, and the match is over, and you lose.
Yeah.
The Reds, is that like would you take the Reds winning a World Series with a bases loaded walk to walk in the winning run?
I would, yes, but I would never hear the end of it from you. This was a sham. This whole World Series was a sham. The Reds shouldn't have even been there. It's a sham series.
It's an illegitimate championship walking.
Yeah. Where's the asterisk? Where's the asterisk that put on the back of that win? I would never hear the end of it from you. So no, I would not like to see that happen because I would never hear the end of it from you.
Pass interference call to win the game in Super Bowl or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing. If the Bengals, anything that the Bengals and Reds do needs to be fucking legitimate as hell. Otherwise, I will never hear the end of it from you. That's for goddamn sure.
No.
Yeah.
They got to take care of their own business. That's what they got to do.
I suppose.
Yeah, how's the team going to be this year? They didn't spend any money, right?
No, they didn't. Yeah, well, I mean, you saw Trevor Bauer sign with the Dodgers for like $120 million or some shit like that.
I don't even think that guy's
going
that
with the
great.
Reds. He's a good fucking pitcher, dude.
Well, I only remember him when he used to play against the Red Sox. Indians and the Red Sox matched up in the playoffs a lot in the late. I don't know. Last whatever when the Red Sox were making their World Series runs, they would play the Indians a lot. And this Trevor Bauer guy went out and did what's that shit called when you get the fucking what's the fuck's not the satellite thing, but when you get one of those things that you're flying around spying on people from up above. Drone. Thank you. Drone.
He cut it.
He cut his hand and he couldn't fucking play. They put him out. They put him out there, and he just started bleeding everywhere. The stitches popped.
I remember that.
And then in his first spring training game with the Dodgers the other day, he's pitching with one eye.
Yeah, and he did absolutely fantastic with it too.
He goes, "That's how he trains himself. He pitched with one eye."
Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel called Momentum.
Yeah,
you go watch it, and he's a hell of a fucking pitcher. He is absolutely a great pitcher right now. He is definitely worth the money.
That team is stacked right now, the Dodgers.
Fuck yeah, they are. Good God, dude.
I'm not ready for another season of sports, though, with no fans. You know? I'm going to take the year off.
They're allowing fans here in Ohio now.
Well,
30% or something like that, I think.
12% here for the Bruins, starting on March 23rd. 12%. So they average about, I think the Bruins, a sellout for a Bruins game is 17.5 at the Garden. So what's 2% of that? What's 12% of 17.5? Somewhere around 2,500, if I had to guess off the top of my head.
Yeah, 2,100, 2,200, somewhere around there.
So how do they do that? They're not, obviously this whole thing is all about spacing people out, right? And social distancing and everything like that. So what they do for concessions? That's a lot of people.
I'm sure it's like every other concession's open or something like that.
Right, but if you only have 2,000 people there, and you don't want to have a whole bunch of concession people working right next to each other. I don't know. It's people smarter than me got to figure it out, but immediately you can't have one concession thing over because then everybody would just fucking go zero in on that fucking place, right? And if you
same thing with fucking bathrooms and shit, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and then when everyone leaves, everyone's going to converge and leave at the same time and all be around each other.
Yep. I was watching something on Instagram today. Some soccer team won something for the first time or qualified for something for the first time in ages. And they were all out in the fucking street, causing a ruckus, climbing on statues.
Oh, like Philadelphia.
I was like, wow. Anyways, how was your week, Matt? Anything eventful at work? Did you build any chicken coops?
Not this week. No chicken coops this week. Little slow right now. Hoping things pick up some. We got lots of proposals out there, so see what happens. I got little odds and ends jobs going on. My manager has put me on some teams to lead and shit, which I don't want to do, but I got to start working on that shit. Yeah. Leading a couple of teams now somehow I did that. Me, a leader. I don't know.
Well, you have been there for 30 years. You should be able to lead something.
Oh, yeah, but you know how rough I can be at times, right, Mike? Okay.
Don't know anything about this.
I'm not the person
you got to
lead people.
You got to lead by example.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You want
to fucking
be the manager you want. The type of manager you want. That's the type of manager you gotta be.
We had a situation with a municipality. We're trying to get through permitting and stuff like that. And I said, "You want my answer? You want my answer? And what the hell what we're supposed to do?" He's like, I want your answer, but I want your diplomatic answer. I was like, I don't know how to be diplomatic. I was like, this is how it needs to be done. I said, you word it and write the email yourself then, but this is what needs to be done.
Is this the same type of conversations you have with your tax guy? This is what needs to be done. You put it through, but this is what needs to be done.
Yeah. Yes.
No, sir. Mr. Hummer, that's how you break the law and end up in.
Actually, it's the other way around with him.
Really, he's trying to break. He's trying to break the law, and you're trying to walk him back.
No, actually, now that they simplified the tax law so much, there's not much wiggle room out there to be able to do shit. Now that they simplified things,
yes. Yep.
There's not much to do. Pretty much take that standard deduction anymore.
Yeah, I just got our taxes
done. That's it.
Taxes done last week. Yeah. As usual, owe a little bit of money. We're not. We've had this conversation ad nauseum in past podcasts where you clearly get a lot taken out, so you get a lot back. We get the
yes, sir.
We get the usual taken out. Nothing fancy either way. Middle of the road, you would say. But my wife works a lot of freelance jobs for in the same field that she does. So, of course, with that, you don't get any taxes taken out. You got to take it out yourself with the 1099 and stuff like. So we always end up owing a little bit. Not too much, though, so I was pleasantly surprised. Let's see. I see Lucky Phantasm in chat. He said he just got a work-from-home job and looking forward to it. That's excellent. Congratulations. Show Nuts in chat. Maniacs in chat. Papa Bibbs, welcome. Chase.
It's going to be another week or two, and it'll be a year for me working at home.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For everybody, for a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah, I think Friday, March 20th or 22nd, I think, was my last day in the office.
Well,
I've been at home since then.
I was hired as a remote employee, so I'm always remote.
Yeah.
But I had a meeting with my boss's boss's boss. They call those in the field, Matt. They call those skip level meetings. Okay, so we skip
level meetings.
Yeah, so if you ever have a meeting with your boss's boss, that would be a skip level. So this was like a skip level times 2.
That'd be going above their head in my field. I went above my boss's head to talk to his boss.
You don't call the meeting. They call the meeting. That's a difference. When you call the meeting to meet with your boss's boss, yes, you are going over their head. When they call the meeting to talk to you, that's called a skip level.
Now, does your boss know that you're going to this meeting, or is he kept out of the loop? Okay.
Yeah. Well, my bosses are this is 2021, Matt. My bosses are females. Okay.
I didn't say male, female. I said boss.
I did. Yeah, you said, does he know? Does he know?
Jesus fucking Christ.
So, anyways, I had the meeting with the boss's boss's boss, who is a male, and he said the office that the team that I manage at probably won't be open because they have deemed that facility to only be able to hold 25 people. And I think usually we would fit about 50 in there, 60 people. It's not a tremendously big space as it is. It's this old sort of in Providence, Rhode Island. There's a lot of old factories that have been turned into offices. So it's like this big, huge brick building, many different floors, offices on various floors, but they've deemed our space only to hold 25 people. So he essentially told us in that meeting that we are work from home for the foreseeable future until Chase decides to do something else,
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of companies doing that. Like I've said before, our office work has gone off the deep end where there's nothing going on. There's tons of leasable space out there. Everyone's realizing that they can pay people to work at home and not pay for leasing space, not pay for internet, not pay for power and so forth. So, yeah.
Yeah, so that was an interesting meeting, getting the skinny on that. And they are building a tremendous facility out on the West Coast for us that started well before COVID. And I don't know what the hell's going on with that. It's supposed to be a huge complex. Other businesses were going to be in there as well. Huge cafeteria or like restaurants, and not restaurants, but a cafeteria that would field, sort of like a food court at a mall, right?
Sure.
So there'd be many different options.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do?
It is how it is. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever go back. I have no idea.
Well, then
Everything's up in the air right now.
Then you'd have to sell one of those trucks, so you don't need a truck and a motorcycle if you don't go back.
Let's not get crazy now, Mike. No, what the hell are you talking about? Let's not get crazy now. Come on. What are you talking about?
How many times a year do you think you use the truck for the truck purposes? If on average, how many times you say, "Yep, I'm glad I have a truck. I use that." Would you say it's somewhere between 15 and 25 times a year, over 50 times, under 10?
I say at least once or twice a month, where we're, going to Sam's or something, getting a big load of stuff, or
you're getting
hauling something.
Yeah, you're getting a big load from Sam. Someone clip that. Matt's getting a big load from Sam.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know. So, at least once a month, twice a month, or something. But if anything, we would sell her car. We would sell her car.
Oh, yeah? Put a little sidecar on the motorcycle?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. I had a motorcycle out the other day, man. Got it all shined up, cleaned up. It was a nice house. I went out for a little ride around the area. Man.
You go up on the sidewalks?
No, not yet. I'm waiting. It's flooded down there right now, Mike. It's flooded down there. I can't right now.
I saw the picture of Coney Island.
Yeah. Not smelling any sunscreen right now, buddy.
Is that a annual occurrence at that place?
Lately, yeah. Yeah. If the river gets up above 50 feet, it floods that area down there. And then, it got this past week, 56. It closes a casino down that's near it, and a bunch of other shit. So I'm actually glad I didn't have to deal with that this past week, going back and forth to work, because it's all on my way to work. It's all coming from the east side in the town, and I have to deal with getting on the highway, and the highway is all backed up, and it'd be worse now. So I was like, yeah, I'm happy I don't have to deal with that shit.
How high is the water, Mama?
6 feet and rising.
Last thing before we get into news, I'm now a proud parent of a 16-year-old Matthew. 16.
There goes your insurance rates.
Yes, he already wants to drive, and of course we've talked about this before. Massachusetts a lot more expensive than Ohio, so it's costing me $1,000 just to put him in driver's school. I think he's got something like 30 hours of classroom time and 40 hours of road time, something like that.
Yeah, it's about the same here.
Yeah. And then I even think the parents got to take one class online, one night, 45 minutes or so.
Yeah, we didn't have to do that shit. Yeah, we have to do that.
Well, I'm sure that, like I said, that you got to make sure your kid can only drive with this time of day. Your child can only drive with these people in the car. Just making you aware of the rules and stuff.
Yeah, even now that Noah's 18, he still can't be out past, I think 11 o'clock at night driving. He's got to be home by 11 until he's 21. And when he turns 21, he can be out later and shit. But
yeah, you keep a strict rule on that. 11:01
yeah,
is not there. You're outside.
Absolutely.
On in the pavement. Where are you, son?
Absolutely. Ohio State Patrol, they are some bad motherfuckers around this area, and you do not want to mess with them, and they are out purposely looking for shit like that. So, I tell them, you got to be home this is when you got to be home. And you can't have more than 2 people in the car.
Unless you want to go out, you want to come home and go back out again, here's the bike. Not the motorcycle, the pedal kind.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Bibbs is flaunting his young age in chat. Bibbs, we are quite a considerable older than 36, sadly.
Yeah, Bibbs can get the fuck out. Goddamn. What the fuck?
I thought I was old at 36. Please.
Jesus Christ, dude. I'm 47. I'm 11 years
older
older than you.
I can't remember 36.
30. I can't. I don't know what's going on at 36. That was 11 years ago. Jesus Christ. Christopher's only 2. Motherfucker.
That's what you were doing. Not so much anymore, but back then, hey.
Yeah, back then, yeah. Now anymore, shit.
Yeah, you don't want to be seen with us in public, Bibbs. It's the age gap would be striking.
Yeah, look at us. Look at you. We saw you there tonight on screen. So yeah. Look at us. Look at you. We'd be like your gay grandfathers or something, probably taking you around.
Maniac says, "How my son is 32." Well, Jay, we always know the special circumstances there.
Yeah.
Not all of us were banging. Not all of us were banging at 12 years old, Jay. Bibbs, I didn't say anything about that. Please make that singular gay grandfather. Do not lump me into any of that. It was a good time at PAX. I'm not sure if PAX will ever come back in that same form again. Can you imagine a scenario, Matt, where you want to be in an enclosed situation with some people who are just by nature not that hygienic?
To be fair, Mike, I didn't want to be in that situation in the first place out there. From those crowds of people I saw and those lines, the waiting to get shit, I didn't want to do that in the first place, okay?
Yeah.
I would like to go and meet you guys, but
the after hours where it's at these days.
Yeah, I would not want to be in that situation in the first place. Oh my God. I have no patience for lines like that, and crowds of people. No.
Yeah, I don't, Jay, how many people you think they put in there a day? I have no judge of people. I don't know if it's 20,000, 50,000, 75,000. I have no idea how many people.
It's got to be between 20 and 30,000 probably from the crowd, from the looks of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big place, right?
Yeah, it's a convention center. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. So I'm not sure if Eric is joining us, so let's just jump in the news. I had some news items for him, so hopefully he will join us. If not, we might have to skip those particular items. But let's see what happens, Matt, and kick it over to the news.
Really? Okay, do you hear what he just said? He just said, why don't you, for once in your life, just do the fucking news? All right, no. I'm gonna do the fucking news. No, here is the fucking news.
All right, rumors. It's always good to start off news with rumors, right? Fake news, spreading gossip. That's how we do things here.
It's what we're best at.
So Bloomberg earlier this week, on the 3rd, reported that there is going to be a Nintendo Switch Pro model out by Christmas. The report stated that the new model will feature a larger Samsung OLED touchscreen. The screen is said to be 7 inches. 7 inches, Matthew. 720p resolution when in handheld. When it's docked into the system, it will be 4K capable. Production is getting underway early June. Shipments are set to go out to assemblers in July. Now, the current Switch, you have the Lite, right? The Lite is
yeah.
The Lite is 5.5 inches on that screen. The regular base model is 6.2. So for Lite people, you'd be going from 5.5 to 7, and for the regular model, you'd be going from 6.2 to 7. Of course, OLED. Matt, we are Vita enthusiasts, and we know how beautiful the OLED looked on the Vita, right?
Yes, sir.
So
that's actually probably going to be a nice little screen. To be honest with you, I know 720p, but that your eyes that size, it's going to be pretty goddamn sharp. That's going to be really nice.
Yep. So I think they are concerned, Nintendo, that the gap now is too wide because obviously Xbox and PlayStation just in November came out with their new consoles, and the Switch now is 4 years old. So they feel that the gap is just going to get wider. So this is their, you would say, bridge release before a new Nintendo product in the next 4 or 5 years, right? So this would be the
I think they're trying to keep themselves relevant.
Right.
You
I mean,
know,
for sure,
with
they have
this.
such a strong first party that they are not in danger, and they're selling these things,
Yeah.
at a very good clip. But it keeps them in the conversation for third party stuff that gets done at 4K, and people want to take advantage of that on them when they have it docked.
Yeah. That'd be the big thing, I think, people, with it being docked and getting the 4K out of it. Because Sony still has, like, the apps, right, to watch TV and stuff? Or, I'm sorry, Nintendo has. Do they
Don't
have?
know. I haven't downloaded any apps on the Switch because all the TVs are smart TVs and everything.
Yeah.
I would not be able to answer that. I think they do. I think they have some apps.
Yeah. I don't know if they had like HBO and Disney or something like that people can. Because I know they provide 4K content, so you'd be able to get that with it.
Yep. So I don't think this is a surprise. Probably one of the worst kept secrets in the industry. They were just talking about that and always denying it. Oh, we got nothing to announce. Nothing to announce. So, we'll see what happens. We'll
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
We think the price tag would be on something like that. 2 questions. What do you think the price tag would be, and what is Matt willing to pay for something like that?
I think we'll keep the price the same at $399. I think that's going to be the same, I believe. And I think for $399, might be worth. I think it'd be worth getting if they give a little horsepower boost to it. I don't see it going anything outrageous. Maybe $350, $349, but I think $399 is what they're going to keep it at.
Trade in your light for a pro.
Yes, that's a possibility. Yeah, maybe.
All that.
But you can't easily transfer your shit over, right? They don't make it as easy as everyone else. Like when you buy a new console to play your games and shit on it. Still,
no, they don't. They're terrible at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they got a long way to go to like sort of get into the, I guess, update the way they handle games.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, 1 second.
Yeah.
Get rid of that.
I think Nintendo's doing good. They're trying to keep up and be relevant. Yeah, this is like a stepping stone. They're mid season, giving before it comes out. So something new and big. They've always got something up their sleeve.
Yeah. Moving on, Matthew. Epic has bought Fall Guys, or at least they've bought the makers of Fall Guys, Tonic Games Group. How soon before we get the magic bean into Fortnite?
Next week.
Next week.
Next week, 2 weeks. Yeah, it's soon. Soon. It's pretty big news. It's good news for the guys who did Fall Guys.
Oh, I'm sure they woke up the other day, a lot more cash in their pocket.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm sure they're a lot more happy. Yeah.
Yeah. So Epic Games says, we're thrilled to announce that Tonic Games Group is joining the Epic Games family. Tonic Games is the development company behind the hit sensation Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. So the game is still coming out to Nintendo and to Xbox. There'll be no change there. They're not pulling it off PlayStation. And for now, it's still going to be available on Steam as well. So, of course, Epic and Steam have probably a little friendly rivalry there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I think you're going to see Fall Guys now just take off, right? It's going to be everywhere that it can possibly be. They'll have all those other tie-ins that you see Fortnite get. There could be cross-promotions like that, cross-promotions between the two games. Just, everything that you might see in Fortnite that you can imagine that happens in Fortnite would now happen in Fall Guys. Maybe not exactly like, not Marvel stuff, but there's going to be those tie-ins, those relationships that they have. And that game, I think, is just going to...
Yeah.
It's already doing very well, and it's going to now just be everywhere and anywhere.
Yeah, you know they're going to put like Marvel skins in for those Jelly Bean guys. You know, where you can be fucking Iron Man or Spider Man or some shit like that. And this is good for Fall Guys. 'Cause, I mean, Fall Guys was up there and it kind of peaked, and it's kind of you don't see too many people streaming it that much anymore. But this could definitely bring it back into the threshold of lots of people playing and stuff and that.
Yeah, I mean, they're also going to lean heavily on Epic to take advantage of the whole cross-play. So you're going to see when this thing comes out on Nintendo and Xbox and everywhere else, everybody's going to be able to play with each other, sort of like you can with Fortnite right now. And I imagine they'll also work out something where, you've bought all these skins for your Jelly Bean, right? And now, hey, I want to play this with my friends on Xbox, and I want to show them all the shit that I bought on PC or that I bought on PlayStation, and they'll have all that transfer and carry over too.
Right.
They haven't come out and announced any of this stuff yet, but to me, it seems like a no-brainer. I mean, that's the way they're handling with Fortnite, and they would probably do the same here.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's going to be it's an easy purchase for them, easy buy, because all those, like I said, all those skins and everything they can do with those Jelly Bean guys, and vice versa, and that they'll sell, they'll make money off of that shit. Yep.
And then the other question is, do they make it free to play? Like Fortnite is, because you didn't have to pay for it on PlayStation. You got it with PlayStation Plus. I believe you had to pay for it on Steam, but let's see when it comes to Nintendo now and Xbox with this acquisition, if it's free to play.
That's a good question.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question there, Mike.
Speaking of Epic, I'm not sure if you got an email today. I got one, I think, yesterday or today. We were talking about this last week with all the class action lawsuits.
Mm-hmm.
I got an email today. I think it actually might have came from Epic, or I'll have to look at it. But I think Epic is settling this class action lawsuit with everybody by giving you V-Bucks. So you got to fill out this form, and they're going to give you V-Bucks or something.
Interesting.
Yeah. That would give Epic Games Fall Guys, Fortnite, and Rocket League. I think we're gonna have the beans in the car in the beans.
There's gonna be lots of crossplay. There's gonna be lots of cross integration there between all of them. Yeah. You're gonna have bean guys driving in cars on the fucking fall. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
All right, Matt. Well, we know you're a civil engineer by day and baseball fan by night. So this next news story here is going to bring all your worlds colliding together. I'm not sure if they've actually ever done this before. You're the expert, so I'll lean on you. MLB The Show 21, the new trailer shows next-gen exclusive features, including Stadium Creator. Now, would you want to build your own stadium in this game? Have you, as a Ute, have you ever said, I want to build my own baseball park, or do you want to build, Field of Dreams?
Yeah, I think it'd be something cool to have, something to experience. I know Madden did it years ago with the franchise where you can modify your stadiums and stuff like that. You can add stuff, I don't think it's ever been in MLB The Show where you can do stuff like that. I think it'd be interesting to see it, how robust it is and everything, what you can do, what you can't do. It'd be pretty cool. It might be pretty neat to start your team and build a stadium. Now, obviously, I'm sure you're going to be limited by monies and stuff and how much you have and budgets and all that bullshit. So,
yeah.
But it could be kind of cool.
So the game is coming out April 21st. It's going to be coming to both systems, current gen and last gen, cross-platform play. Again, you're going to be able to build your own stadium here. For those on the PS5, you're going to enjoy 3D audio as well as special DualSense control features. So you won't get the crack of the bat, Matt. You're gonna be slumming it over there on Xbox with your regular, standard Xbox Series X controller. Well, I'll be over here. I'll be able to feel the pine tar on the bat, and get that nice crack.
It's gonna be like George Brett. You're gonna get kicked out of the game because there's too much time bar in your fucking controller. And they're gonna say you're cheating.
Right.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, Billy Martin, watch out. just be able to build your own stadium. I want to now. Would you, if you can build your own stadium, are you going to build Riverfront?
Oh, I would have rebuilt Riverfront in a heartbeat, buddy.
Yeah,
Hell
that's what
yeah!
I'm saying. You're going to rebuild.
Well, yeah. If it goes in that type of detail, man. Oh yeah, Riverfront Stadium will be coming back, buddy, for sure. Absolutely. Maybe even Old Crosley Field.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to see it. I'll be curious about see what it is, see what's all involved with that. It'd be something neat.
I'm going to build a Fenway and take the fans off the fucking wall.
There you go.
Put them in the middle of the wall. You know what I mean? Like a glass, like this.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
But then you would never be able to see any. Is it gone? Is it a home run? Is it? I don't know.
Well, that's our problem for buying them fucking seats there. Then, you know,
You know how many bad seats there are at Fenway Park that you can like sit down, and like your seat faces like the Green Monster. You know what I mean? And the diamond is this way, but your seat straight on is looking at the wall.
Yeah. That would be what Wrigley Field. You still got fucking. I think Fenway is the same way. You got
Wooden
columns
seats.
where you can sit. You can be sitting right there in a column in front of you.
Yeah, we got
The hell.
Still got those wooden seats in some places too.
Whew, man, no. That's a good thing about Riverfront. Riverfront, circle. There was never you could see everything. It's right there. It's all right there. You could see everything. It was great.
I was anytime I think of those seats, I was thinking of I watched the Andre the Giant documentary on HBO. Have you ever watched that?
No, I have not seen that one. No.
So they said he used to shit in the bathtub at the hotels because there was no toilet that was going to take his ass, and he would just fucking sit down in the tub and take a shit.
How did we get from talking about fucking
the small seats,
stadium
the small seats at Fenway to the small toilet?
Okay.
And the other gem that I learned is like he had to take like a 14-hour flight from wherever in the U.S. to Japan, right? Because Russell's huge over in Japan, and his ass he himself just would not fit in an airplane bathroom.
Oh God!
So they'd have to put like towels around him, like right there in first class, and he would just go.
If I was in first class, I would want my fucking money back. I'd say, fuck this shit. I want my money back.
Come on, sit next to Andre the Giant.
I don't give a shit who it is. It could be goddamn Beyonce sitting next to me. If she's fucking shitting and pissing next to me, I want my goddamn money back. That's no way.
Guy had a rough life.
I'll give you that. Yeah. One thing I don't get back on real quick on the stadium thing, and then we can move on, is the new Great American Ballpark.
Yes.
The seats, they got like the seats angled. So like you're sitting watching. No, they don't swivel, but they're angled. They're all like angled towards like home plate.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
So,
at Fenway, they're not. At Fenway, they're not. They're angled towards the fucking.
They should just be angled like you're straight. You can turn your neck or you kind of turn your body to see what's going on. You don't have to be angled. That's dumb.
I'd rather be angled than have to turn my neck the whole 3 hours.
Yeah, fine. Nah.
But bigger question is, do they have a bathroom that Andre the Giant could have fit in?
I'd imagine he could get in the handicap stall, but he's got the regular standard size toilet seat though. He has to try and sit on. So I would say no.
At Fenway and at the old Garden, they used to have a trough.
Yeah, the metal trough where you can everyone's just lined up there pissing out. Hell yeah, that's efficient.
Only on bad fodder figures are you going to get toilet trough talk.
That's still very popular. Them troughs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. What are you going to do?
It's very efficient. It's very efficient. Just got one little stream that comes through.
I know. I sort of book your online Twitch, content. The last one I said you should do the Super Bowl, right? We got you on there for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have stadium building by Matt. That's what we're gonna have.
Stadium. Yep. Stadium building by Matt. Yep. We will.
April 21st, live. Break it down. This is why we're doing.
I don't know about
this.
April 21st. I need to have a little,
A little alone time with the game.
yeah, I need to have a little alone time with the game first, and then, but I promise you this. I promise you this, that I will. The first time I dive into the Stadium Builder will be live. I would not go pre-game it and figure out what it's all about. I will do it live.
We're gonna do it live. God damn it!
Do it live, brother. Do it live.
Well, Eric is not here, and I had 2 VR things I wanted to discuss with him because they announced a whole bunch of new PS VR games, and I will not be the expert to discuss these. But let's briefly talk about this patent that Sony has. See if we can get this up on the.
Let's talk about it because these images, these figures that they're showing,
right,
are kind of arousing.
Arousing.
There's I don't know what it is, but
the bananas do it for you, huh? Is that what's going on here?
well, it's the cartoon fingers around it.
Yeah, the very they're like claws. They're just a claw and a banana.
It's like a mitten. It's like a mitten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if you can take your eyes off the banana for a second, sir, and we go down to this more sophisticated outline figure here. Now, the question I wanted to ask Eric is, does he feel like the old Move controllers are out of date and they need something new? I imagine the answer would be yes, because like the Quest, they have something more similar to this rather than just an orb on the top. So if you look at this diagram, the trigger button supposedly is going to have resistance with haptic feedback. There might be some finger tracking, Matt. We know you're big into finger tracking via sensors, similar to what maybe Valve has with their Index. And then also on the top, looks like there's going to be a small LED panel instead of a white orb, which we just talked about with the old Move controllers from the PS. Yeah. Those are from the PS3 days, aren't they?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I remember Vic Joe bought those back in the day.
I had them too for the that gun with the remember you could buy a gun with it. Yeah. Whatchamacallit, the they don't make those games anymore. We were talking about that I think a few episodes ago.
Killzone, SOCOM?
SOCOM, thank you.
Yeah, SOCOM had the man, that was a fun game back in the day. These controllers look pretty cool. They look really. It looks like reminds like a fighter jet joystick.
Right. Yeah.
These things looks pretty cool. It looks like not a lot more buttons on there for you. And hell, it might be a goddamn good controller just to use for whatever, not with VR.
That'd be hell.
All these buttons and stuff on it.
If you could use it without the VR headset, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Put a little D-pad, D-pad or joystick on the top, kind of like the old the Wii controller. Remember the Wii had that?
Yes.
Had that nunchuck thing with the you had your regular Wii controller, then you had the add-on that you could. Yeah.
So here's the banana with the claw. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but they love their patents, though, huh? Seems like at least once a month we get a new patent from Sony.
They love their patents. They love their proprietary items.
Who's the one out there searching for their patents? I mean, Sony's just not releasing this to the masses. Like someone's actively looking for new patents to be filed.
I don't know. There's people out there that do that shit. There's people, we got locally here. We got Kings Island Amusement Park, and there's people constantly every year constantly going up to the city of Mason and checking public records to see what new ride they're going to be putting in or something, new roller coaster or what they're going to be putting in, and then requesting copies of those drawings so they can try and decipher what they're putting in before Kings Island announces it. It's crazy. So I imagine it's the same thing.
I don't have a news story on it right now, but I thought I read this week or heard this week that Disney is contemplating opening up 1/5 of the park, capacity. That'd be the what they would set their limit at. And then I think the Nintendo World that is supposed to come to, is it coming to Universal? I think
Universal, I think.
I think that's being delayed to the one in Florida. I think it's being delayed at least 2 years, maybe 2023.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
that's
biddies
a long
chase.
delay.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Rather than just stringing people along, right?
Yeah.
You got to look for the patent, see what's going to happen there.
You gotta be out there researching that shit. Be out there looking for the new amusement park rides they're gonna be putting out there.
Hey, you know, when you get to a certain age, Matt, that's what you have time for. You know, you get done at a good, 3 or 4 o'clock. You got a little more time on your hands, and you want to go search out and see what new amusement rides your fat ass can sit on later in the year. You know, so, we got a hype train going here.
We got a hype train or something going on here.
Battle.
I love it. Awesome.
All right, moving on. It's a shame Eric's not here because I had some games I wanted him to discuss. But the last game thing I want to talk about is Aliens Fire Team. What is your relationship with Aliens? Enthusiasts?
I don't think that.
Don't care. What's going on here?
I thought the movies were great. The movies are great. Game wise, I've never played any of the Aliens games, and this here, from what I've seen, looks, might be a little fun to play. Yeah, I don't know.
So you would not call yourself a enthusiast at all?
That would be correct. Yeah, I've seen the movies. I've enjoyed the movies. I've watched the latest ones, that Prometheus, and what was the other one? There's another one that came out. Wow. So yeah, I really enjoyed the movies and all the other stuff that's around that, but the games, I've never played any of the games. Have you?
Okay. Have I ever played any of the games? I did. I played Colonial Marines.
Okay.
There. Got to do it right. God damn it! Try to do two things at once there.
You just can't type 100 cheer, Mike.
No,
Moderators want to delete that message.
Yeah, delete that. Strike that from the record. I did. I played Colonial Marines. We talked about last week on the show, my buddy Tino, who unfortunately passed away. Me and him played a lot of Colonial Marines when that first came out. And our joke was, when we were playing that, the loading times were horrendous in that game. And our joke was, they're making the game as we're playing this, because you'd be sitting at this door for no reason for a good 2 to 3 minutes, and then it would load you in. It was like, oh, they must be making it behind the scenes there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Colonial. Let's talk about this Aliens Fire Team co-op shooter about surviving a xenomorph attack. So it's set 23 years after the original Alien trilogy. Aliens Fire Team drops players into the role of a colonial marine aboard the USS Endeavour, recently tasked with answering a distress call from the outer colonies, deployed to overrun facilities, abandoned ruins, and strange alien landscapes as you battle terrifying enemies across 4 campaigns with 2 friends or AI teammates. 4 campaigns with 2 friends. So it's another trio game, right? Let's pull up the.
It's got a Left 4 Dead feel to it.
Well, anytime you get horde based or something like that, your mind immediately goes to Left 4 Dead. Let's bring up the trailer here on the stream and see what we're looking at. Oh, more biddies. Biddies. Firefly. Let me go over there. All right. Let's take a look at this. Mute that. So there's going to be some competition, Matt, this summer or this fall. What happened? YouTube didn't want me to play it? Why did I just...
It was playing.
I know, but then it stopped. What the fuck?
I don't know. It was.
There we go. It's playing again. Shonuff says Colonial Marines on PC wasn't horrible. Yeah, we didn't play it on PC. We were playing it on Xbox. It was okay once you got in, but it's just the load times were horrendous. But yeah, Left 4 Dead, Matt. I think anytime you get a horde-based game, people automatically think of that.
Oh, sure.
And then certainly Back 4 Blood is coming out this summer as well. So there's going to be a couple horde-based games that people are going to decide where to spend their money on, whether they want the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead, or if they want to, maybe they have an affinity towards aliens and they prefer this instead rather than zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think would you rather shoot disgusting aliens coming out of egg sacs, or would you rather face zombies?
I think I would have more fun with the zombies with the Back for Blood.
Okay.
I think that'd be the more enjoyable game. More I don't know, lighthearted, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
This seems a little bit more intense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put you down for Back for Blood then. You will not
Yeah.
be invited. You will not be invited to my aliens fire team.
Gee.
And,
Well.
and yeah, why not both? Says Chase. Yeah, why not both? Depends on the price.
Some people don't have $120 to spend on both.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're all 60 games. They could be. They very well could be. I think the Back for Blood's going to be really special. And this, I'm not really familiar with the developers in this one. Would it say Cold Iron or something like that? The end of, I'm not really that familiar with them, but certainly Back for Blood people. It's the original Left 4 Dead people, so that should be interesting. What's up with the 3-man? So we have Outriders with three players. We have this Aliens game we just saw with 3. And do we know what Back for Blood is? Is that 3 or is that 4?
I think that's 4.
Okay.
I think it's 4. I mean, if it's going off for Left 4 Dead was always 4. So if it's going off of that,
Okay.
but Destiny is mostly 3. For your strikes, for your battlegrounds, and that is teams of 3.
They
Unless you
just
do a
figure-
raid.
Do you think they do that because it's easier to control the matchmaking, easier to control the visuals on the screen? 4 players, it just gets too hectic, too much issues bringing in another player to
I imagine it's probably both. I mean, obviously, you get 3 players who are trying to matchmake instead of 4. That's going to definitely make things easier, on their end. But, yeah.
Okay. So let's segue into what we've been playing. Let's talk about Outriders a little bit more, since we're talking about 3-player games. We did some co-op, I think Monday or Tuesday after the podcast. I want to say it was Tuesday night.
Yeah.
I think we did some co-op with Bibbs and
Play with
me
Bibbs.
and you. And what'd you think of the co-op aspect of it?
I thought it went great. That was pretty smooth. Went very well.
Yeah.
I think we had a good time playing. Now, unfortunately, we couldn't speak to Bibbs because he was playing on PC. We was both on
we were already
Xbox.
We were already being old men at that particular time of the evening, and we did not want to turn off the Xbox comms and go on Discord. So we were just sort of communicating via text via Discord.
Yeah.
So,
but I think it worked well. It went smooth as far as getting into matches and that with both of us. It went pretty smooth. There wasn't too many issues there, as far as I can remember.
So my character that I roll with is the Devastator. Obviously, that's what we called the show last week. And I've been researching on Reddit this week that a lot of people are having the same issues I'm having when I play that character in co-op. Is a lot of times you go for that big ground slam, and you get frozen in the middle of the air for no reason.
Ooh,
and so a lot of people are having. I mean, I don't have that problem at all when I'm playing solo, but because of the peer-to-peer hosting, a lot of times I go up for my kill and jump up in the air, and my guy gets frozen, and I'm stuck there. And then I just, for whatever reason, get unstuck, and then I just flop to the ground. So hopefully that's something they can fix on the back end. I did see a lot of people on Reddit complain about that. And, that's the character I want to roll with. But I'll have to think if it's going to be a continued problem in co-op, then I might have to do something different. Big flopping.
Yeah, we had a good time. It was enjoyable. Unfortunately, the demo's pretty short, but you can go back and farm shit over and over again. I think my big, playing the game is when you get in cover. Sometimes you get like stuck in cover where it's hard to like release yourself, from the wall. And sometimes the Division has that same issue where it's not smooth
Every
to
cover
get
game.
out. Yeah, to get out of. It's not as smooth. Getting in is great. Boom, you're in there, you're in cover and that. But getting out is a whole different story. And it seems like a lot of games have that issue where they can't make that a smooth transition.
It's funny that.
Mm-hmm.
Getting in's no problem. Getting out's the problem.
Getting out's the problem. Getting out in time is the problem.
Now you're talking my language. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised. Like I said last week on the show, I was ready to come in and talk crap about it because I had a terrible experience on PS5. I'm so glad I played it on the Series X because I got to see it in a much better view. I'm not sure if they've patched that or just a compatibility issue between my television and the PS5 for that particular game. But over 2 million people have already played this game. I think it's going to do pretty well. I think they did themselves a great service by releasing the demo. You can get to level 7. You keep all that shit. It carries over with you. You don't have to start over again. So the progress that you've done,
Yeah.
And people already found loot caves. I think they already had to patch those out.
They patched it. Yeah, Legendary Loot Cave or something like that. They patched already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't found a legendary at all yet.
Yeah, neither have I.
After doing a certain missions like 3 or 4 times, I was like, I don't want to keep playing this thing. Or get burnt out before I even buy the damn thing,
Which is nice because I don't know how many times we've got demos of games where we've played the demo on the PS4 and we played the demo on the Xbox, we played the demo on the PC, and then when the game comes out, it's like, oh shit, I got to go through this fucking shit all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
which is nice. This way, it's like, yeah, you're shit you did already, you're done, and you can just continue on when the game comes out.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
at least that's what they say.
I mean, I think they would sell a shitload more if it was priced a little bit differently. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of content there. By some of the screenshots I've seen this week of people. I'm not sure if they've leaked it or if the Square Enix has released it earlier this year. So it looks like the game gets a hell of a lot more interesting the further you go along. But we'll see if people are willing to spend $60 on it. More and more gamers are used to getting either things free or included in some sort of Game Pass. But yeah, I think I'm not sure. People are saying this is the game they hope that rivals Destiny. I don't see them like it has like that type of polish or that sophistication to it. But it's a nice enough I think diversion though, right? So if Destiny gets in a lull, and you want something a little bit more arcadey, a little bit more, how would you say? Not trashy isn't the right word, but like smash and grab, balls out, where Destiny's, Destiny has a more polished, elegant feel to the way they handle their combat, right? Where this feels like you can just go like, just ripping right through people.
Yeah, it's like the athletic jock in high school, is Outriders, and Destiny is, the chess team, nerdy kids after school, playing.
All right, and somehow I'm right in the middle of that, I wasn't, I wasn't the super nerdy guy in school, and I played, high school football and things like that. But then once I got into music, I stopped playing. So I'm somewhere in between that. That's probably why I'm terrible at games because I'm not super athletic, but I'm not super nerdy. I'm just middle of the road, Mike. Yeah. That's gonna be my new. I'm gonna get rid of Captain Mike. Middle of the road, Mike.
Middle of the road, Mike. MMM.
Just call me.
But Outriders is definitely not the Destiny killer that everyone was saying is going to be. That's not going to happen.
Coming from the guy that spent their Saturday afternoon playing Destiny.
Yes. That is correct, sir.
I'm not looking at this with rose-colored glasses at all. I am very impartial. All right. We played some Wreckfest this week.
Yeah.
We need to
Lots of fun.
we need to get a bigger group in for that. You know, like the
We do.
second time we played it with Chase.
Mm-hmm.
Still very fun, but now we're looking to have, you know, like a lot of people, right? You can get 12 people in there. We need to have some serious, like,
We need to have some serious fun.
we have to plan this out. Maybe we need to plan it like, you know, 3 weeks out, get people like ahead time, like, you know, it's too bad it doesn't have crossplay because that like limits like the audience. But, you know, maybe make an announcement, say 2 weeks, this is when we're going to play, blah blah blah, and see how many people we can get in.
Yeah, and we gotta make sure that when we do these, that Bricko and Al are not playing at the same time, so I don't get the two son bitches confused like I did when they like I kept calling. I'm so sorry, Brick. I kept calling Bricko Al. I kept saying Al, you know, and he never responded. It's like, fuck, that's Bricko. That's not Al. Al
That's
played
why-
last week with us.
Yeah, and Bricko wasn't even playing this week. He was just in chat with playing.
He
with
was just in
Bibbs.
chat. Yeah,
Chase-
he was playing with
Chase is-
Bibbs, playing Outriders.
Right.
Oh my God, there's you, me, and Chase. I'm talking to Bricko about shit, and I'm just calling him Al. I was like, and all of a sudden, you know, we said something. I was like, wait a minute, that's not Al, that's Bricko. He said, what?
I mean, I showed up. I think I showed up promptly at like 9, but you guys were already in well ahead of time. I turned my tablet on, and boom, there were all your faces. You're all in video. It was quite impressive.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun Wednesday night. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wreckfest is great. Wreckfest is great, and I agree. We need to get more people in there playing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything else you played this week besides those 2 gems of a title? Or 3? Well, you played outright.
Yeah, I jumped into Division 2, progressed a little bit further into that fine game, you know.
I'm very tempted to buy this mat on the Xbox because I know
Oh.
Maniac has just bought it and he's diving.
Yes, he
back
did.
in. You're playing.
Yeah.
I'm wondering like how like because it's on sale right now, like cheap. I'm wondering how like quick I could level up. I would level you at last week. I think you said you were like around level 8. Are you like much
Yeah.
higher than that now? Or
No, I'm only level 9. I'm only level 9 right now. So I could, if you bought it, we could definitely jump in and we could get you up and going pretty quick.
Let's just see how that,
Up to the, you know.
get some personal shit here. I got to see how it shakes out the next couple days. But after that, I think the sale is going on for another 7 or 8 days.
Okay. Yeah.
See what happens.
No, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I saw today, or yesterday, I think Maniac bought it.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. Good on him. So get into that. But
I miss my PlayStation character though.
yeah, I would.
Come on,
It's too bad
Ubisoft.
there's not cross save. Cross save would be awesome with that game, man. That would
Yeah.
be so sweet to have.
They said there's going to be only one release for Division 2 this year. They said it's going to be a new game mode that's new to the franchise, so they're not bringing Survivor back from Division 1. Remember that time we played Survivor?
We played that like once.
But it was good though. We played like 3 or 4 matches.
Yeah.
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 I mean, like the
Yeah.
newness wears off after like the 3rd or 4th time of dying, freezing in the cold. But it was fun.
Yeah, we had to go find fires, huddle around the fire for like a minute, and then move on. And
Yeah. I mean, the Division people are pissed that they didn't bring that to the Division 2. But yeah,
you talking about the players? The players are pissed,
yeah,
or
community. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, they're going to be having one new mode that's brand new to the series that's going to come out this year. They're not telling us what it is, and there's going to be some character tweaks that come along the way as well. So still not hearing anything about cross save progression, unless that falls under character tweaks, which I don't think it does.
Yeah, I don't see it happening with this game. It'd be nice if it did. That'd be really cool.
Well, they already have that fucking Ubisoft Connect for a lot of their other titles, like Immortals. You can upload your save to the and it's a games as a service Division 2, so you'd think it would just be pretty easy to do, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I would be curious. Gosh, I have to go back on the PS4 and see where my character was, and if they ever did bring that back up.
I think we all ended at 30. Remember we played one time at the end with Bibbs, and Drips,
Well,
And
go ahead.
we were all doing those missions there at the end. I forget what those missions were called. And like those guys were sort of like being our Sherpers. They were coming in and taking us through these things.
Well, we went through. You and I. We had to you had after the game. You had to take your world tier and bring your world tier up. You know, I think we got to world tier 5.
Yeah.
And then it was all about your gear level.
Yeah.
You know, which I think at the time was max was 500. I want to say.
Right, but then when they came out with the gangs of New York like a year ago, everybody was brought to I think like 30, and then you had to get to 40 for that to start over again.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, right now I'm not dealing with any of that shit.
Yeah. 40 is when you can do seasons.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So
But
you played Destiny, you played Division.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Played work, watched some TV, and we watched that new Coming to America movie Friday night, and it was okay.
I watched it last night as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it didn't have the same. It was like a little bit rehash. You could see what was coming. I mean, I thought like Wesley Snipes was pretty funny.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, it was entertaining, but I think they tried to, the first one's a classic. That was a great movie, and I think they tried to up it, and they kind of missed the mark a little bit. You know what I mean? They just kind of went over the top.
It was a little too cookie cutter, right? You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I thought it would have been more. I thought it would have been a little bit more hilarious if the son was not. If he was like really like down and out and like destitute.
Yeah.
I mean, not like he was living a high life, but I would have it felt like a little too safe. Like the son was just like, okay, like yeah, I'm getting on a plane. Yeah, okay. I mean, I wanted to see like a little bit more pushback, or maybe seeing him. I thought it was hilarious though when they did the interview when the son was going. I don't want to spoilers, but when the son was going in for that job interview, and who the guy was that was interviewing him, I thought that was
yes.
that was a nice touch. That was a nice touch.
Yeah, a lot of people will get that. A lot of people see that. Good bar. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, that was good. And then WandaVision. We finished up the WandaVision season finale series, so it's good. It's good.
I haven't seen it. I haven't watched any of it. I don't know if I will. Not that
starts out slow.
Not that I'm anti WandaVision or anything. I just don't watch a lot of TV. I still want to watch Sponge on the Run. I got to get my Paramount Plus trial for that.
We got Paramount Plus. Noah, of all people, my son, is paying for Paramount Plus just because it's got all of Beavis and Butthead on it.
So,
but Barb and I are getting the reaps of this, though. So
nice. You're gonna watch Sponge on the Run?
I will watch Sponge on the Run, plus all the Star Trek shit on there because I love Star Trek. So I'm gonna all that new show, that Picard, that Discovery.
Mm-hmm.
They got that TV show, The Stand. Oh God, yeah. I'm tomorrow as I'm working. Paramount Plus is going to be on the other screen playing shit all day.
You're going to be watching the Real World Reunion 1992?
No.
Even
though that was the first one, right? 92.
Yes.
Was that the first one?
Yeah.
That brunette girl. She was a hottie. I thought back in the day there. She was cute. I might have to check it out, see if she's changed at all.
No, you might still think she's probably same age. I would think. I think so. She might be slightly older than us.
Yeah, maybe a couple years, maybe.
In
92, I was 18. I was graduating from high school.
I was 17. Yeah, I was a junior. I guess it depends on when 92. I mean, I started senior year in 92, but graduated in 93. But
yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
What about you, Mike? What did you do this week?
Just a lot of Immortals Phoenix Rising. That's pretty much it.
Yeah?
Besides the other games we talked about, making nice progress in that. I'm about 25 hours in. Wrapped up the whole Aphrodite storyline, so she's all Her essence has been returned to Aphrodite. So she's now in the Hall of Gods with me. And now I'm working on Ares, the god of war.
All right.
So
Okay.
there's like a routine with that game that I do. I go to like these high, just like you would do in Assassin's Creed games, right? You go to the highest point on some of these things, you click down on the thumbstick, on the right thumbstick, and you scan the horizon and you find all the chests, all the vaults, all the other activities that you can do, and then I just plan my course. Now, like I said, I don't like a lot of puzzles. So right now my stamina is not where it should be, Matt. Stamina is a problem because I'm not going into these vaults to complete them because it's my least favorite part of the game. But my health is through the roof because I like going all around the map and finding the ambrosia, and that gives me my health. But now I'm gonna have to suck it up and go into the vaults and get the I think it's Zeus. Is it Zeus's? Yeah, Zeus's lightning is what you go to the Hall of Gods and you cash it in for stamina. So I need to up my stamina game.
Okay.
The game at a very good clip gives you a lot of new skins and weapons to play around with different perks to them. So
Keeps it fresh.
Yeah, so a lot of chests that you can go to. But I really just need to build up the stamina to do some of these other missions as I progress through the game. They got some of these like shooting things that you have to do with like an arrow, and they have to go through certain hoops. Well, some of these hoops, like these courses that you have to do, are very elaborate, and if you don't have enough stamina, your arrow will just like die on you. So if you either have to have a lot of stamina like packed in like the orbs, so you can go right on the thumbstick or on the D-pad, or you just have to make sure that your base stamina is really up there. So long story short, you need to get into the vaults, complete some of them. And this is what I said last week. I give these things about 5-10 minutes. That's about as much as like effort I'm going to put into these puzzles, and if I can't figure it out, I just go to YouTube. Because I'm really all about the hack and slash and the fighting. Fighting all the legendary characters. But these, move this orb over here, pull this lever, do this switch type shit. I give it like 5-10 minutes. I look at it and go, yeah, I think that's how it should be done, and it doesn't work. Then I go to YouTube. Some other poor schlep for a living has figured all this out for me.
That's like this new exotic quest for Destiny to get this scout rifle. There's a lot of like puzzling in that, and I was like, I'm not sure if I want to go through the thing and do all that shit. It's not. Give me something hard to do, but just puzzles where you gotta do this and then go back and hit it again. I was like, I don't know if I want to do that shit. I've been watching videos on YouTube. I was like, I don't know if this is for me or not.
So I had one today that was, simple by design puzzle, but they make it purposely hard. So you had like, I want to say there was like 12 or 15 foot plates that you had to step on. But I only think you had to step on maybe half of those, right? But you had to do them in the right order. And they got all these like dog heads that are shooting out these fireballs at you, right? So every time you step on the wrong foot plate, it resets it. So like everything like, video games is always the rule of 3, right? The first one you do, you got to step on like 4 foot plates. The second one you got to step on like 8 foot plates. So the last one was maybe, 10 or 12. And after doing like three foot plates in a row and then getting like the next like 4 or 5 wrong, I was like, fuck this. Let me go to YouTube. Or actually, I think IGN or Polygon might have had it, and it said like, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It mapped it all out for me. So that's the type of thing. I give it the college try, and then if it gets too difficult for me, I move on. Chase has a question for us in chat. Do you guys eat while you play games?
Yes, I will snack.
Well, since I'm down here in the basement, I've been in a microwave popcorn mood of late, which is all gone. I ate the whole box, so that mood is gone. There's no more.
You should make your own.
I do. I have an air popper.
we've got a collapsible microwave thing, that we can put in. And you put a little oil in the bottom. Oh man, it's so good.
Remember the
You can
Jiffy
put your
Pop
own-
that you put on the stove?
I remember Jiffy Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shake it.
Yeah.
But Chase, it's
I love
hard for me.
popcorn.
I don't have like food like super close to me where I game here. I got to go all the way back upstairs, bring it all the way back down. And I also don't like getting my controller and all that shit. Matt, do you want to show your controller again? Do you want to be controller?
No, we
shit?
went through that shit before, and
All right.
that is not food on there, and that's fucking controller that's coming apart is what that is. That's not
Look at this.
goddamn food.
Look at this controller, Matt. See this right here? This is an OG. This is day 1, 2013. Day 1, 2013. Right? That's the original Xbox controller. There's no jack. There's no that stuff there. There's none of that stuff there. What's going on? But no, to answer his question, I do not like to have like, as long as it's not messy food. You know what I mean? Like I'm not busting out like the barbecue potato chips and playing.
Cheetos.
Yeah. Like, you know what I was craving the other day was Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its is very
Ooh.
underrated. Wouldn't you think? You think they're underrated?
I love Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its and goldfish.
Goldfish, are good, yeah. What type of goldfish?
Cheez-Its and goldfish.
Like
Just a regular goldfish.
like anything else, like beer and everything else, they fuck it up by adding. You just can't have fucking the good solid flavor. No, we're gonna have all these fucking varieties, right?
Yeah, do the fucking flavor blasted. You gotta have the fucking goldfish that's colored. It looks like goddamn cat food when you eat it. Regular plain goldfish.
Pretzel fish is
Pretzels is good. Pretzels is a good snack. Well, goldfish pretzels, no. See, Mike. Here's the thing. Okay,
Here we go.
Yes, here we go. Here's the thing. You just said, why fuck with it? Goldfish crackers is yellow cheese fish. Goldfish. That's
Right.
it.
Right.
You want a pretzel? Get a fucking pretzel. Okay.
But
You want a piece of chocolate? Get a piece of fucking chocolate. Don't get the fucking goldfish that's cookie flavored
but-
with the marshmallow and chocolate in it.
But
Okay.
this is how I feel about fucking chocolate beer and blueberry beer, and I get looked at like I'm an asshole. Why are we putting all that shit in beer?
That's different.
See, here we go.
That's different.
That's different.
But you're right. Cheez-Its are underrated. Fabulous snack. The
Good
original-
aftertaste.
good aftertaste. It's got that perfect salt to it. Yes, sir. I'm telling you, bud. Regular cheese, goldfish, and you go to Sam's. You go to Sam's, get a big fucking milk jug full of goddamn goldfish. And back in the day, I eat that whole fucking goddamn thing all day long, man. That's how I get fucking. That's why I get issues now.
Snack attack.
Oh, that's good shit. Now I want
Bibbs,
goldfish.
Bibbs, I'll shit on all the beers now because I don't drink any beer. That's how I roll.
There you go.
If it's something
There
I
you
don't
go.
eat, if it's something I don't eat or drink, I shit on it.
There you go. But I'll do peanuts and cashews. I don't love munching, something. Grab some peanuts, grab a handful of peanuts, grab some cashews.
Low sodium white cheddar Cheez-Its. How do I know that Maniac was going to come?
What the fuck is that?
It's a good thing.
Why eat them?
It's a good thing we don't have Maniac on the show tonight. We'd be talking about his chili dog supreme the other day that he posted.
That was no chili dog I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Chili dogs.
The man is not here to defend himself.
He's in chat. He can type in chat. A chili dog. Let's go off to this again, okay? It's a fucking bun with a wiener, chili poured on top
Big
with
flopping.
onion cheese, mustard if you want, okay? Putting a dog in a bowl of chili does not make it a fucking chili dog. It makes it fucking beans and weenies. Okay, that's my opinion.
Warm
the dogs up in the chili.
See, I'd want the dogs like to be like grilled. Like nice, have a nice like little like burnt like layer of crispiness to them. No toppings on a chili dog.
No toppings on a chili dog.
Isn't chili the
talking about?
topping?
Well, chili's the topping of a dog. Then you put onion on it, cheese on it. Cincinnati's a fucking.
I mean, you guys have an extreme topping on yours. You guys got like that shredded cheese from Miles.
Oh yeah,
it's
man.
like a
Mustard, chili, onion, and that pound of that fucking cheese, dude. A pile of that cheese, man. Mike, you come here, you'd love that shit, man.
Dude's trying to do low carb, and you're all talking shit. I don't think he's trying to do low carb. I think he's trying to do low sodium, so he doesn't get the heartburn and the acid reflux.
Well, I think a hot dog's the wrong way to go for low sodium. You might want to check the sodium content on one of those hot dogs. No chili.
No, he says
cheese.
no chili and cheese. That's it. No mustard and onions. Jay says he had them on buns with cheese and candied jalapenos.
Now he's just getting wild. That's just wild there.
Oh boy.
Jalapenos actually might not be a bad thing.
My taste buds don't mind jalapenos, but man, my asshole.
I love jalapenos. Jalapenos.
As Chase said earlier in the chat tonight, Mike doesn't need one of those bags to pop in the car. I just shit on my own. I don't need an airbag to help me shit in a car. I'm good on my own.
Oh man, I tell you, you all come to Cincinnati. I'm going to take you to Scotland. We're all going to get fucking chili cheese dogs. That's what a goddamn chili cheese dog is. We're going to get 3 ways and conies. That's what we're getting.
I'm going to be self-propelled all the way back to Boston.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I can't wait to be you guys on that plane when you go back. Good luck.
I'd be like Andre the Giant, just shitting in the aisle.
I can't share my screen. Can I pull up Skyline Chili? Yeah. All right. Anyways. Yes.
Yeah. So Immortals: Phoenix Rising was the most I've played this week out of everything. So making good progress in that. And
good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking to do some shooting as well because, I've been in a mood to shoot stuff, and certainly Outriders provided that outlet. And Division 2 was doing that for a while when I was playing on PS5, but it was just getting a little stale playing solo. So I am looking for that release during the week to, shoot them guns.
Maybe some Warzone.
Or maybe I'll bite on the sale with Division 2. We'll see.
Okay.
We don't have any voicemails, Matt. So I don't think Eric's going to be joining us. So I think we're ready to wrap this up here at a somewhat early time. I looked at new releases this week. Ooh, 200 biddies, more biddies.
Oh, thank you, Lucky.
I didn't really see. I think Crash Bandicoot was coming out on the PS5. That's getting that update. There was something else too, but nothing really. We're in that little quiet period now, and then once I think April rolls around, some of the releases come out. I think maybe mid-March we're getting the upgrade for Marvel's Avengers. That's getting the next gen update on Xbox and PS5. So we'll have some new stuff to play here shortly. And you're still on the fence on Outriders, right?
I'm on the fence.
I know what we have to play and stream. I'll probably have to buy this one again. Remember A Way Out? Remember that
was
game
that
we
the
played?
prison one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that guy's come out with a new game. He's the guy that did the Brothers game, which everybody loved. He's into these co-op games. He did the Brothers, Tale of Two Sons. He did A Way Out, and now he's got a new one that's coming out. And I hear it's really fucking good.
You know anything about it?
Yeah. We've talked about it before. It looks a little cutesy, but I'm hearing great things about it. I forget what it's called.
Okay.
But we might have to play that when that comes out. That might be something hilarious to stream. While you're giving your end of the podcast props and shout-outs, I'll look it up and see if we can play the trailer before we end.
Yeah, I'll give a shout-out to everyone in the chat tonight. Very much enjoyed having everyone in chat. Jay, Chase, Bibbs, Lucky, Show Enough was there. That IMAX guy, whatever, was there.
Yeah.
Um,
He didn't laugh.
so, no. But thanks everyone for showing up and being part of the show. Very, very enjoyable having you guys here and being involved in that. Brings it to a whole nother level, for sure.
Yes. So very quickly, let's go over here. This is the game. It's called It Takes Two. If it will show up on the screen here. Games. It Takes Two. Why is this thing having difficulty scrolling? So it's I can't get the whole thing to show up on the screen. It's a terrible website.
It is a terrible website.
I go up, I go down, but I can't stay in the middle.
That's it. That's it.
That's giving me that's pissing me off. But anyways, it's called It Takes Two. Again, it's going to be a co-op thing, 3D action adventure platformer, which should make us look like fucking great gamers. I can only imagine the skill we're going to have with that. But
I have some new sound clips coming out of this one.
yeah. All right. So, yes, thanks, everybody, for being in chat. Thanks for all the biddies, everybody. Sean and Chase.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks so much for all the biddies. Thanks, for everybody hanging out. Show Enough, Maniac, Chase, Bibbs, everybody else that I might have forgotten. Hopefully I didn't forget anybody. I think that was everybody. Eric is missed once again. He's probably at the JOB doing job stuff. You know, he's looking to get a promotion late in life. You know what I mean? He's looking to up his game at work so he can stack more paper the closer he gets to retirement. So his job right now is taking a little bit, precedent. Either that or he's at home ordering more rugs or knickknacks, glove box gaming knickknacks.
More glove box gaming shit. That's what he's buying. That's what, yeah.
We have tasked Eric with finding us a trucker hat manufacturer so we can make one for Bibbs. So
perfect.
As soon as we get word on that, we'll start working on those. But this has been 154. Everybody have a great week of work. Wednesday we'll keep you up to date if we're doing Wreckfest or not. Other than that, we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
I have servers because I play with friends.
That's right. He plays with friends. We'll
Yes,
talk
sir.
to you all later. See ya.
Bye.